Okay, hello. Let's do this. I'm just going to pop on so I can be live with all of you and not hear myself, but see if you guys have any questions live. However, I have quite a few questions to answer. I've spent all week answering questions one by one. However, I thought I would just do a very nice group. First off, hopefully you all can hear me. Hopefully, I have that going for myself. Yes, don't do these too often. Not my favorite thing in the world to be live, but I have some good information to share. So, gotta throw myself in the fire and get out of my comfort zone like I tell everybody else to do. So, here I am. Here I am. All right. So, for those who are new to me, I'm Lauren Brooks. I have been running coaching programs, not running, but running programs, teaching every single type of person all walks of life, all ages, all backgrounds for over 20 years now. So more than half my life. I actually started coaching people in college. I even have my kinesiology degree. This has basically been my calling. And so even if I could retire tomorrow, I would continue to do this for as long as I can because I absolutely love it and the results are just incredible and I'm really busy. So, and I don't like to say no when I see so many people I can help. Okay, so one of the reasons why I even created what I'm going to talk about today, so because I want to talk about, it's so weird to look at myself, so I'm going to kind of minimize my screen really quick. I'm just going to look in the camera a little bit. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. It's a little ADD looking at yourself, looking at this screen. But what I was saying is one of the reasons why I started this kind of training is because number one, the results came so quickly. That's number one. You didn't have to put 2, 3 hours in the gym every day. In fact, it was like 20, 30 minutes, you're done, and you even got better results than ever. So just wanted to put that out there. I was the kid who never stuck to anything in life. I would try it and I'd give up. Okay, so this is the first thing I have stuck to for years and years because of the quick results that you get, meaning stronger than ever before without having to put this crazy amount of effort to where you're feeling so sore you can barely move, maybe in the first few sessions, depending on how hard you go. But in general, it's the sustainability is pretty crazy. Okay, so I have a big list of questions that people have sent me, and if I can get fancy, I'm just going to pull them up because I want to start going through some of these questions. And then because I'm doing this through a Zoom app, I can actually share my screen and actually take you inside and show you kind of what you would see if you decided to join and do the smart training that we do and the training that everybody's raving about. Okay, so I'm going to come back to what is it. I basically kind of told you a little bit more, but I'm going to really come back to that main question, what is it? Um, but the first thing is, do I have enough equipment? I'm always having people say, well, I don't have a pull-up bar, I don't have a suspension trainer, I don't have anything but just a tiny little kettlebell. Would I be a good candidate for your smart training program? And the answer is yes. You can actually come in here even with a dumbbell. Obviously, as you get used to this training, you'll slowly want to you'll start getting real strong. So the big issue is you're going to have to start buying some heavier weights eventually. Okay, but you can still get incredibly strong and incredibly fit with just your body weight. I do recommend one kettlebell. Now, if I had to choose one size, again, there's so many different kinds of people coming in. You know, we have people from the ages of 20 to 85. So if you're coming in, say you have, 30 to 50 pounds to lose, you haven't lifted weights maybe all your life, then I'll probably recommend you start with something like a 14-pound weight, or could also be what's called some of the kettlebells come in increments of kilograms. So I would recommend 6 kilos or even 4 kilograms to start with. Now, if you have kind of been in the game for a while, you're an athlete, or you're just really familiar with training, lifting weights, you're going to want to start with something a little heavier, but it doesn't hurt to have those lighter bells around for new things. okay, to learn new things such as Turkish get-ups, to protect your to perfect your form with, say, kettlebell snatches, things like that. So even if you start with a lightweight, you'll still use it with other things like bottoms up stuff. So you can't have too light of a weight, and you also almost can't have too heavy enough, because eventually you'll be able to use those in different exercises. Okay, so again, if you guys have any questions, since we're doing this live, go ahead and pop it in. I'm going to pay attention here and there if you have a live question, but in the meantime, I'm just going to keep answering some of the questions I've received over this week. um, so the next one is, how do I know which program is right for me? So when I do my share screen and I show you all of the programs to choose from, it can be a little overwhelming. And I get that. And several years ago, that was an issue. We had so many programs, and I didn't do what's called goals and guidance, which is a live meetup where we do on Zoom. You can have your video on or off. And if you can't make it, we record it. And we do a few of these. We try to do these, either monthly or every other month, to check in with you, see what your goals are, each and every single one of you. You all get to be seen and heard. This is not one of those places where you just get lost in the shuffle. I actually get to know every single person. We have over 400 members, and many of them have been with me for 6 years. Many of them have actually been with me for 15 years because of the first DVDs and programs that I put out many years ago. People following my pregnancies and C-section recoveries and other things in life. Been kind of out there for a little bit if you're new to me. And so there's good track record. There's so many success stories of just very real people. None of these gimmicks. This is established. I've been in the industry for over 20 years. And anyway, so back to what I was saying is, how do I know which program is right for me? Well, I do have what's called roadmaps. So I have like a beginner roadmap where you click on that and you'll see like an array of different programs to start with, and you would go in order. Okay. So then that's recent too. I added that about a year ago because I keep adding more programs, which I know is not always the best idea, but people like fresh things, especially for those who've been with me the whole time. So a lot of those new programs are for the people who've been there for years. The newer people, you don't always have to worry about any new programs. You start from the beginning. The cool thing is you have access. You can pull it up anytime. You can blow it up on you have a big TV, you can put it on your iPad. People do it from their phone. People cast it, people Apple Play. I mean, there's a whole thread on how people do these workouts. The other thing is you can print out the PDF. Many of them come with this PDF written program. And if you're not a video person, then you just do it on your own. However, the videos are very helpful because they do help with form and technique and to make sure you're staying on point. Okay, and then we have a nice, beautiful community where there's a lot of check-ins if you like, especially if you're kind of training on your own. I do recommend getting an accountability buddy. Okay, we do try to match people up based on that. So hopefully that helps, because you don't have to be overwhelmed, because again, that's where we come into place. We have people who've been in the program for the many years and can help you. And of course, I'm here as well. So I don't just disappear when we close the doors. I'm actually involved the whole time. In fact, one of the reasons why I do close the membership and I only open twice a year is because I don't want to be spending time onboarding people throughout the year, and then we get a couple people here, a couple people there. I love bringing in a nice big new group together because there's an extra bonding experience. Everybody's starting together, and then all the seasoned people get to welcome in this new group, and so there's just a level of success that happens better versus people just coming in here and there randomly. So this is important that you understand. That's why I only open twice a year. Okay, so next, so I'm on live right now, and my lovely, beautiful daughter is just watching me, laughing at me. So this is what happens when you're a mom and you work from home. And you work from home. You get all kinds of interruptions. It's just the way it goes. They think it's hilarious. So real life, guys, you know. Yeah, I'm a mom, got a couple kids here running around. And yeah, hi guys. What's up? Peace. You guys get it, right? Some of you get it. Some of you who have kids, pets come on in. We've got, I mean, we're messy. We get it. We get the whole shebang. Okay, so back to none of this is polished, as you can tell. None of this is prep. This is just the real deal. I'm just, guys, giving you the lowdown and answering questions. Okay. So next, what if I have 50 plus pounds to lose? I got a couple of questions like this. I'm not sure I'm ready. Is this the right program for me? Is this the right place for me to go if I have over 50 pounds to lose? Yes, this is the perfect place for you if you have 50 plus pounds to lose. In fact, this is going to be the most welcoming community for you, okay? And you'll stick to it because these programs are not designed to destroy you. Okay, there are a couple pretty crazy programs in there for our very, very high achievers who really like to feel their session. We've got a couple of those, which is totally fine if you're ready for that. But we also have such gentle, gentle ways to start and continue, because the beauty of sticking to this kind of stuff is small victories along the way, not injuring yourself, okay? You have all the great intentions and then you dive into the wrong program or go too hard too soon, and then you'll find all those efforts were for nothing. So it is important to, this is the kind of support you are going to get, okay? So yes, if you have over 50 pounds to lose, come on in. If you have 20 pounds to gain, come on in, okay? Again, we've been open for so long that we have so many different options. And again, towards the end, I am going to take you inside and just give you just a little tour, like nothing too long. All right, next. Do you have mobility? Yes, we do have mobility. Some people, their goal is to increase range of motion, have more mobility, a little more flexibility. We do, especially in the last several years, the newer programs, you will find lots of mobility is snuck in and lots of great warm-ups. And we even have a small mobility section. So yes, that is covered as well. I mean, there's really a lot covered in this. All right, next up. Do you have nutrition info? Yes, we do have some really good nutrition info. In fact, we have a nutritional therapeutic practitioner that is inside Lauren's Playground that has given some amazing information and some wonderful recipes that you'll only be able to find if you are a member inside Lauren's Playground. So yes, we do cover some nutrition stuff. That's not the main, that's not the main goal that we have here, although I'm a nutritionist myself. I'm a huge proponent of extremely healthy eating with balance, lots of balance. Of course, you have to have some fun in life. So nutrition is a big deal. That's just not the main part of Lauren's Playground. Lauren's Playground is really a workout, fitness, healthy body community. And but we do talk nutrition. So that's not the main thing you're going to find inside. All right, next. What if I don't have Facebook, or what if I don't go on Facebook? That's okay. I have a ton of people that are, don't like social media and are not on Facebook at all. So I actually have a texting app, which I allow my playground members to send me a text here and there if they have a question. And then of course we have Zoom, which we get a live, so this is over the last few years we added this to the playground, but it's kind of separate. It's just a little bonus. So what you're seeing here in the background, this is where I teach my in-person classes, which is not called Lauren's Playground. It's actually called On the Edge Fitness. So Lauren's Playground gets to have a little taste of On the Edge Fitness if they want, once a week live. And the cool part is we do record it, so you get to hear all the funny stuff, all the raw. It's super raw. It's just right here on Zoom with various cameras, a couple cameras that I'll go back and forth with. You'll hear laughter. We're just training, and you get to be a part of that once a week, only if you choose as a bonus. That's not what Playground was built upon, but this is an extra added bonus we have added, which basically is worth the price of admission, even if we had no programs. Just the live on its own is so powerful, let me tell you. And there is options for those who only want lives and wants to do a ton to join what's called the premium on the Edge Fitness. And you also get playground access. So that's a little bit different if you really need like more live, more accountability, more feedback, because I'm looking at you, we're talking, I'm looking at all these people. It's low key, but I'm OCD with form, so you'll get called, you'll say good job, or I'll say, hey, stick your hips out more, squeeze your glutes more. I can see it. So people do like that, and a lot of people have added that on as an add-on. Okay, but you don't have to. It's just an option. Lots of options, and I can help you find your groove of what the best option for you will be, if that makes any sense. Okay, next, I don't have enough time. How long are the workouts? I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to dedicate to your program. That's the cool thing, is we actually have a whole section of 5-minute workouts. We have sections of 15, 20-minute workouts. You don't need a lot of time. Okay. Now, if you want those 45-minute workouts, those are there too, but you don't need a ton of time. Okay. You can take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day. Okay, this is the tough love, Lauren, coming out. You can take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day. Look how much you're scrolling on social media. Okay, you put that aside, you switch it up to a little bit of movement, bam, you got your 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so we have things that are super, super short and efficient, and you feel like you just had a cup of coffee. You feel real good. You feel real jolted. All right, next question is, well, I'm not sure I can afford it. So our yearly membership, which is an annual, and it does renew, you can always cancel, that averages $1.16 a day. Okay, so how much do you think you're worth? I mean, hopefully you feel like you're worth more than $1.16 a day. However, that's all it adds up to, is $1.16 a day. Plus you get discounts on any type, if you want to do like a Zoom private session with me online, if you want to do any sort of events or workshops, you get discounts. So you save so much money when you're a playground member. If you want to continue in-person events, live events that we do outside, you get an awesome discount. Okay, but more importantly, $1.16 a day, y'all. I mean, you probably spend more. I mean, I haven't even risen I mean, it's with all the inflation and everything, it's dirt cheap. And it's probably too cheap, to be honest with you. But this is why I have it available, is I don't want a price to be a factor in you getting to your goals. I want this to be accessible. Now, we do have a 3-month option, which probably is higher than $1.16 a day. And so if you're not sure you want to commit to a year, you can do a 3-month option. It's a bit higher, but I'd have to do the math. I didn't do the math on that one. And then there also is a lifetime option where you just pay one time and you get access for the rest of your life. Yeah, it'll just stay up. You get access, and any new programs that come in, you get access to it. So you don't ever have to worry about a payment again when it comes to the programs inside Lauren's Playground. Okay. And something new I'm actually going to add, and only people here on live are going to see it right now for the very first time, is, can I do installments? Depends. Yes, you can do an installment. We can talk about that. So we can break up the year into a few installments. However, it's going to have to be some sort of auto to where we don't have to think about it, because we have so much more to worry about, but like getting you in your right program and supporting you versus all the billing fun stuff. Okay, so there are some options for those that are struggling out there, because I want this to be accessible to everyone. I don't want this just to be for, but I also want you to know that it's important to prioritize yourself. Okay, if you get something for free, you're not going to take it seriously. Okay, studies and all the things show over the years of me giving stuff free or you paying for something, those who pay for something tend to do 10 times better. Okay, that's just human nature. So if you're getting something for free or you don't value what you're getting, you may not show up. So it is important to put a little bit of money down where your mouth is to take it seriously. Okay, get some skin in the game. All right. This is not a big money maker. This is a labor of love. This is a labor of love. Okay, I spend many, many, many hours making sure everybody is supported, and I don't charge enough. I've already been told that many times. So this is a labor of love, and it's just such a joy. It is such a joy. Like, I really do have to stop myself from doing so much, to be honest with you, because I love it. So what's next? So like I said, the next thing coming into Lauren's playground starts in July, and it's called, see how excited I get? It's called Summer Fit Reboot, and it's 21 days. It's a little bit like the free challenges we've done, except it's not free. It's inside Lauren's playground, but it's better because you're going to do something every day for 21 days. You're going to get really good at a few different exercises. You're going to feel amazing, and there's going to be a couple days dedicated just to mobility. Okay, so it's going to be pretty neat. We're all going to do it together if you want. There's going to be many people coming in that might not be ready for that, or many people come in that are doing kettle buns and guns, or doing Operation Abs right now, or doing tushy toning transformation, and some people are really enjoying body armor. Other people have just started B Slam Remastered. So as promised, I'm gonna just quickly take you inside. If you're watching live and you have a question, just let me know, and I am gonna be taking a peek at that here and there. So here you go. Here's what inside Lauren's playground looks like, if I can get fancy and find it. Oh, there she is. All right. So when you get in, it's going to kind of look like this. All right. So you're going to see a start here, and there'll be a whole welcome video and all kinds of things inside. I'm not going to bore you with that, but yeah, read this welcome video. Where do I start? I kind of go over a lot of this stuff, equipment guidelines, and then when you're done, when you want to get back to the home screen, you just go here. Okay. Huh. Did I just want to see, am I still live? That's weird. Want to make sure. Oh, it says I've ended. That's weird. Says I've ended, which is strange. I want to make sure I've not ended before I continue. Okay, good. I'm back. I don't know why Facebook told me I ended. Maybe it's because it got confused because I was sharing a screen. All right, so let's see. Go back to share screen. There we are. Now, hello. Okay. So again, start here, and then Kettle Buns and Guns is a big program that we added a little bit ago. And then what you'll do, many of you are going to go into the beginner's roadmap. Okay, so inside is quite a few programs. Okay, so if you're brand new, you're actually gonna, this is not going to be 129. It's going to be free, and you're going to go in and do the Ground Zero workshop series. Okay, I think I'm frozen. Yeah, so you're going to go down and do the Ground Zero workshop series. Then from there, you'll go into Basics Foundation. And again, depending on your scenario, that's where I'm going to recommend. I'm going to recommend, and look, you can see there's follow along workouts. There's going to be a 6-week program for this specific one. Now, so we have lots of stuff for beginners. Let me head on into something more intermediate. Okay, so for the intermediate, these are a couple of my top programs that I recommend for intermediate. And as you see, there's Power Strength and Burn, Playground Strength Challenge, Operation Abs. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, okay? So you can't get bored. That's number one. We can't get bored. So I generally recommend you start with one, and then you kind of make your way down. But if you have a very specific goal, then I'm going to put you in something else. But if you just want to get strong, have a program, feel fit, lose a little weight, then you're just going to follow the order, okay? A lot of people just want to be able to show up, okay? Now, if you just need quick workouts, bam. Many of the workouts we have that are quick and to the point, okay? Tons. These are not just workouts. Again, inside each of these have its own workout, okay? And then you just press the back button to get back to that little section, okay? So there's a lot of, I categorize this to the best I can. And like I said, so when we get a free workout, sorry, for our new workout, you're going to find it in here. It won't be hidden behind these categories. That way it's highlighted for that month. Okay, it's highlighted. Here's the B-Slam Remastered, which is actually sold for $200. And I only open this twice a year because it's kind of like an onboarding. You don't have to even pay 200 bucks. You get access when you're a playground member, which is you're paying less for a quarterly membership to have access than you would to sign up for this program because it is in depth. Let me tell you, look at this. So in depth. Intro. I mean, there's a full on intro video for each one to tell you what we're doing. And then you go, okay, once you understand what we're doing, then you do the follow along workout. That way you don't have to watch the intro every time. So I've really put myself in your shoes. What are you going to be looking for? All right. Lots of stuff to consider. Now, the cool part is where we add all of the time is in the live classes. Okay. So, for example, and I'll be adding like probably 8 workouts because we add them every couple months. So I have a bunch of May and June workouts now to add, and we'll be adding that in the next section. So if you don't get a chance to ever show up to a live, no problem. Here you go. You can just, if you want that kind of experience, you show up to a live. If you need a little something switching, it's not the best quality because we're doing it through Zoom. So live, you'll have to understand it's going to be a slightly lower quality, but you are going to get the raw of the raw, and you'll get every word. And some of it's embarrassing, and you just have to deal with it. So if you like if you like to laugh a little, like to hear me smart mouth with people and them smart mouth me, well, you won't hear them as much because I do wear one of these, so it actually sounds pretty decent. Um, that's where the lives will be. So we're constantly just supporting, adding, making this just the best place to be to get your training in so you just don't get bored. You keep getting better, you keep growing. I reach out for my own personal growth and self with my own training. That way I don't get stale. I can always bring in more cutting edge things that will just get you better and better. And trust me, when you've been doing this for over 20 years, you don't know it all. Okay. I don't like when people are like, oh, I've been doing it for 20 years, so I know everything there is to know. No, I'm a student for life, and I hope you will be too. You're never too smart to learn and bring in new things. So I'm always bringing in something new. We're always going to continue to improve and become the best and strongest selves we possibly can be. So anyway, that's enough. I've definitely taken a lot of your time. So thank you for those who've watched me live. Thanks for those who are watching the replay. And we are only open for a few more days. I am going to pop a link in the comments or below. And if you want to join us, highly recommend it. Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. I didn't even get a chance to even show you all of the testimonials and all of the transformations of people from all walks of life, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Literally the strongest they've ever been. Okay, so you can kind of read more of that. That would be another live. So we've been on here for half an hour. I'm not a big talker. I don't like to be a big talker. So I am going to let y'all go on your beautiful Friday. And let me know if you have any other questions. Hopefully this answered quite a bit. All right. Take care. Bye.